Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome live to you from Royal College Gymnasium for today's non-district matchup between your Dehennis Cowgirls and the Center Point Lady Pirates. Cowgirls coming into today's game with a 2-1 record. They won over Medina, Tilden McMullen County, and fell in 3 straight sets to Pleasanton. Today they welcome the Center Point Lady Pirates, and tomorrow morning at approximately 11:30, they will host the Jordanton Squaws, all live here on Dehennis Athletics. And as always, we'd like to thank our sponsors, because without them, none of this would be possible. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment, Hondo National Bank, Venatura Excursions. And here's a word from our sponsor.
Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment is your South Texas headquarters for all your hunting, farming, ranching, and lawn care needs. In addition to our line of Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides and Kawasaki ATVs, we carry Massey Ferguson tractors, Bush Hog implements, Hustler turf mowers, Armstrong Ag Equipment, Big Tex, and CM trailers. Our dealership is located in Hondo, Texas, near San Antonio. Call Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment at 830-426-3701. Proud supporters of Dehennis Athletics.
The Hondo National Bank. During these crazy times we are going through, it is comforting to know that at the Hondo National Bank you have options to help make your life easier. Options like mobile deposit, online banking, and online bill pay. And all these things can be done by using the Hondo National Bank app on your mobile device. At the Hondo National Bank, we strive to bring you the latest technology to make your life easier. The Hondo National Bank, your friend, your neighbor, your banker. Member FDIC. Venatura Excursions. The goal at Venatura Excursions is to provide the most memorable, once-in-a-lifetime experiences over and over again. Venatura Excursions has a collection of unique and beautiful properties offering 5-star accommodations and top-shelf hospitality. Whether you're looking for a genuine hunting experience, an epic offshore fishing trip, bay fishing at its finest, or a place to host an event of any size, Venatura would be glad to accommodate you. Give them a call and they will handle the rest. 210-865-1423. And if anybody's interested in becoming a sponsor, we have many sponsorship packages. Contact BJ Rodriguez at 830-741-0752. We'd like to keep going and help bring live sports from Dehennis. Football coming up pretty soon. And once again, the Cowgirls will be back in action tomorrow morning at approximately 11:30 versus the Jordanton Squaws. And we'd like to thank our sponsors once again, Lone Star Kawasaki Ag Equipment, Hondo National Bank, Venatura Excursions. Let me go ahead and introduce the Dehennis Cowgirls under the head coach, Courtney Rodriguez, assistant coach, Gino Wools, number 2, sophomore, Mabry Herman, number 4, senior, Natalie McFadden, number 5, sophomore, Kayla Ruiz, number 6, senior, Katie Self, number 7, sophomore, Jolie Frosch, number 8, freshman, Peyton Burrow, number 10, junior, Addie Harkins, number 12, senior, Victoria Carter, number 14, junior, Tony Burrow, number 15, freshman, Maddie Rodriguez, and some additions for today's game, number 9, sophomore, Maddie Barrios, number 13, sophomore, Brighton Beard, number 20, junior, Reese Redden. And once again, the Cowgirls coming in today's game with a 2-1 record. As I said earlier, they won over Medina, Tilden McMullen County, and fell in 3 straight sets to Pleasanton. And today they welcome the Center Point Lady Pirates, and tomorrow morning at approximately 11:30, they will host the Jordanton Squaws, all live here on Dehennis Athletics. back here live from Roy Kyle Gymnasium here in D'Hanis, Texas for today's game between the Center Point Lady Pirates and your D'Hanis Cowgirls. Both teams currently warming up. Upcoming for the Cowgirls tomorrow morning, we'll be back here live at 11:30, approximately 11:30, for the D'Hanis Cowgirls versus the Jordanton Squalls. Today it's the Center Point Lady Pirates. I'm not sure what the Pirates' record is. I could not find any information on them. And once again, let me go ahead and introduce the roster for the Cowgirls, just in case you're tuning in late. Head coach Courtney Rodriguez, assistant coach Gina Wools, number 2, sophomore Mabry Herman, number 4, senior Natalie McFadden, number 5, sophomore Kayla Ruiz, number 6, senior Katie Self, number 7, sophomore Jolie Frosch, number 8, freshman Peyton Burrow, number 10, junior Addie Harkins, number 12, senior Victoria Carter, number 14, junior Tony Burrow, number 15, freshman Maddie Rodriguez, and some additions for today's game. Number 9, sophomore Maddie Barrios, number 13, sophomore Brighton Beard, and number 20, junior Reese Redden. Look like we're getting set to get started here. Girls are getting ready. Girls getting some final instructions from their coaches. And once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Those are Kawasaki and Ag Equipment, Hondo National Bank, Venator Excursions, because without them, none of this would be possible. Cowgirls taking the floor, lining up, waiting for instruction from the referee, and there's their good luck between both teams. And here we go. Getting set to get started and start the first set between the Cowgirls and the Pirates. Referee at the table, checking the scorecards. Make sure everybody's in rotation. Giving final instructions to the coaches, making sure who's captain. Referee checking out the numbers, make sure they're in rotation. And Addie Harkins will check in for Katie Self. In the front, we have Mabry Herman, Jolie Frosch, Peyton Burrow, Tony Burrow, I'm sorry. In the back, Victoria Carter, Addie Harkins, and Kayla Ruiz. And I believe number 3 is serving for the Lady Pirate. The ball's up, over, dug up by Kayla. Frosch with the setup. Mabry pushes it over and finds an empty spot, and the Cowgirls take an early 1-0 lead. Tony Burrow now serving for D'Hanis. Ball's up and over. Set up. And it's hit out. 2-0 D'Hanis. Tony getting instruction from Coach Rodriguez. Ball's up, over. Number 1 pushes it over. Frosch, Carter pushes it over, and they're going to say point for D'Hanis. The Burrow substitute, Tony Burrow checks out. Peyton Burrow checks in. Victoria Carter with a nice hard hit. Cowgirls, I stand corrected. The score is 3-1. I might have missed something. And maybe Herman serving for the Hennis. Ball's up, over. Number 12, the libero for center point. Great effort. And the Pirates cannot get it back over. Early action first set. Cowgirls lead 4-1. Herman with the serve. And, whoa, they say it's in. A point for the Hennis. A little delay on the call. Herman still serving. Ball's up, over. And they hit a free ball and doesn't quite make it to the net. 6-1 to Hennis. Herman still serving. Ball's up, over. Dug up, set up, and not sure what happened. 7-1 to Hennis. Ball's up, over. Number 1 with the hit. Hit by number 22, and she hits it out. Cowgirls out to an early 8-1 lead. Center Point's going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment is your South Texas headquarters for all your hunting, farming, ranching, and lawn care needs. In addition to our line of Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides and Kawasaki ATVs, we carry Massey Ferguson tractors, Bush Hog implements, Hustler turf mowers, Armstrong Ag Equipment, Big Tex, and CM trailers. Our dealership is located in Hondo, Texas, near San Antonio. Call Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment at 830-426-3701. Proud supporters of the Hennis Athletics.
I'd like to say thank you to all of our sponsors, Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment, Hondo National Bank, and Venetera Excursions. We're back for live action. Maybe Herman serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over, dug up. Set up by number 1. Number 5 hits it over, but I'm going to say she had 2 hands. And the Cowgirls lead 9-1. Herman serving. Ball's up. Number 1 and Carter at the net standing, meeting her and sending it back over for a point for the Cowgirls. 10-1 to Hennis. Herman serving. Ball's over. Number 5 with the hit. 1 sets it up. 6 pushes it over. Peyton Burrow, Frosch, and Katie Self, sends it over. And another point for the Hennis Cowgirls. Herman on a roll, serving. Ball's over. Point for the Hennis. Raby with the serve. Nice hard serve off the number 5 for center point. (13-1) Cowgirls. Ball's up and over. Dug up, set up by number 1. Number 5 hits it over. Kaler, Frosch, Victoria Carter with a nice hard hit. And it's in for a point for the Cowgirls. 14-1 to Hennis. Cowgirls up early. 13-point lead. And Mabry Herman continues to serve for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over. Dug up by number 5. The barrel hits it. Number 6 hits it over. Kaler. Frost with the setup. Katie Self with a nice spike off the fingertips of a center point defender. Number 6 hits it over. And off Peyton Burrow. Pirates earn a point. 14-2 to Hennis. Ball is up and over. Herman. Frost with the setup. Victoria Carter tipped at the net. Cowgirls play it off the net, send it over. Peyton, Frosch, Victoria Carter slams one home for the Cowgirls. Cowgirls lead 15-2. Maddie Rodriguez checking in for Kayla Ruiz. Addie Harkins checks in for Mabry Herman. And Jolie Frosch now serving for the Cowgirls. Frosch with a nice serve. Center point recovers. Addie Harkins digs that up. Frosch with the setup. Maddie Rodriguez off center point. Cowgirls lead 16-2. Jolie Frosch serving for the Hennis. Ball's up and over. Cowgirls earn another point, 17-2. Victoria Carter coming out and Brighton Beer checking in for the Cowgirls. And Jolie Frosch serving for the Hennis still. Ball's up over. Number 1 sets it up, pushes it over. Peyton Burrow. Frosch with the setup. Katie Self hits it over. Point for the Hennis. I can't see from where I'm standing what they keep calling on center point, but it's leading to multiple points for the Cowgirls. Jolie Frosch sends it over. Short. And the libero cannot get to it, and the Cowgirls earned another point, and it's 19-2. Ball's up and over. And she finds a spot. 20-2 for the Cowgirls. And number 13 checks in for number 6 for center point. She'll be serving. Not sure, I had the score incorrect. It's 19-3. Peyton Harkins. Peyton's tries, great effort, tries to send it over. 19-4. Ball's up, over. Peyton Burrow. Frosch. Maddie Rodriguez hits it over. Nice hard hit off the libero. Number 1 saves it. And number 13 hits it off over the net. Rose over for center point. And the Cowgirls lead 19-5. Ball's up, over, and out. Point for DeHennis. And we're going to have Brighton Beard, number 13, serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up and over. Cowgirls lead 21-5. Brighton Beard serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over. The barrel hits it for center point. Set up. Number 12, nice send over. Addie Harkins hits that. Frosch and Beard collide. Sent over by Maddie Rodriguez. Set up and hit. Point for DeHennis. 22-5. A little collision there. Addie Harkins checks out. Mabry Herman checks in. Reese Redden is getting her first varsity action. Checking in right now for Mabry Herman. And on the court for the Cowgirls. On the front, we have Maddie Rodriguez, Katie Self, Tony Burrow, Jolie Frosch, Reese Redden, and Brighton Beard is currently serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over, and miscommunication there earns the Cowgirls another point. Cowgirls off in lead 23-5 here in the first set. Brighton Beard, up. Off the top of the net. Great dig. Brighton Beard and the Cowgirls tried to play it off the net. A little short. Ball's up and over. Katie Self with a dig. Frost with the setup. Maddie Rodriguez hits it hard. Out of bounds. 23-7. Cowgirls lead. First set. Number 12 serving for center point. Ball's up. Over. Natalie McFadden. He checked in. Sent over by Tony Burrow, and DeHennis earns another point, and the Cowgirls are 1 point away from winning the first set. Katie Self will be serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up and over. The Burrow sets that up for number 13. Number 1 pushes it over. Reese, Katie, and Tony Burrow hits it off the coach's foot. (24-8). Addie Harkins checks in for Katie Self, and center point has a substitution. Number 22 serving for center point. Ball's up and over. McFadden. Frost sends it over. 13 sets it up. Number 1 sends it back over. Off Reese. Frost. Maddie with a hard hit. Finds a spot for the Cowgirls. And the DeHennis Cowgirls win the first set over center points 25-8. And at this time, we'd like to say thank you to all of our sponsors. And we'll be right back.
Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment is your South Texas headquarters for all your hunting, farming, ranching, and lawn care needs. In addition to our line of Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides and Kawasaki ATVs, we carry Massey Ferguson tractors, Bush Hog implements, Hustler turf mowers, Armstrong Ag Equipment, Big Tex, and CM trailers. Our dealership is located in Hondo, Texas, near San Antonio. Call Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment at 830-426-3701. Proud supporters of DeHennis Athletics.
I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment, Hondo National Bank, and Venatura Excursions. Hondo National Bank, during these crazy times we are going through, it is comforting to know that at the Hondo National Bank, you have options to help make your life easier. Options like mobile deposit, online banking, and online bill pay. And all these things can be done by using the Hondo National Bank app on your mobile device. At the Hondo National Bank, we strive to bring you the latest technology to make your life easier. The Hondo National Bank, your friend, your neighbor, your banker. Member FDIC. Venatura Excursions is here to provide the most memorable, once-in-a-lifetime experiences over and over again. Venatura Excursions has a collection of unique and beautiful properties offering 5-star accommodations and top-shelf hospitality. Whether you're looking for a genuine hunting experience, an epic offshore fishing trip, bay fishing at its finest, or a place to host an event of any size, Venatura would be glad to accommodate you. Give them a call and they will handle the rest, 210-865-1423. And if you're interested in one of our sponsorship packages, feel free to contact BJ Rodriguez, 830-741-0752. We'd like to continue to bring you some more UIL events here in DeHennis. Football is coming up. And we're going to go ahead and reset this score. Cowgirls, once again, won the first set, 25-8. And we're waiting the okay from the ref to get started. Once again, the Cowgirls will be back in action tomorrow morning at approximately 11:30 here live on the DeHennis Athletics page, as they will host the Jordanton Squalls. On the court for the Cowgirls right now, we have Jolie Frosch, Mabry Herman, Tony Burrow, Victoria Carter, Katie Self, Addie Harkins, and Maddie Rodriguez. Cowgirls won the first set 25-8. And now Maddie Rodriguez getting set to serve for the Cowgirls. And we're off. Ball's up, over. Number 13 to set up. Number 22 pushes it over. Addie Harkins. Frosch with the setup. Mabry Herman tried to spike it, but into the net. She misjudged that just a little bit. And Kayla Ruiz checks in for Maddie Rodriguez. And number 1 will be serving for the Lady Pirates. Ball's up, over. Addie Harkins with the dig. Jolie Frosch sends it over and finds a spot in between 4 Lady Pirates. And we're all tied up at 1. Tony Burrow will be serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up and over. And they're going to say it was out. Number 6 put her hands up and put them down quickly so she wouldn't touch the ball. Center Point leads 2-1. Peyton Burrow checks in for Tony Burrow. On the back we have Addie Harkins, Kayla Ruiz, Peyton Burrow. In the front, Victoria Carter, Mabry Herman, and Jolie Frosch. Move forward to serve. Dug up by Kayla. Jolie Frosch sends it over. Try to set it up. And Mabry misjudged it. And Center Point off to a 3-1 lead. Ball's up over. Kaler with the dig. Frosch with the setup. Mabry hits it hard and out of bounds. Ball's up. Frosch tips it over. Center Point trying to play it back over with a free ball. Kaler digs that up. Set up by Frosch. Tori Carter with a nice slam down. And the Cowgirls cut the lead to 2. Addie Harkins checks out. Mabry Herman will be serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over. Off the libero, number 22. Number 1 hits it over. Victoria Carter pushes it up. Frosch, self, and it's out. Point for Center Point. Cowgirls won the first set 25-8. Center Point off to a quick start here, and they lead 5-2. Ball's up, over. Peyton Burrow and miscommunication between a couple of Cowgirls leads to another point for Center Point. And it's a 6-2 lead for the Lady Pirates. Ball's up, over. They're saying that one of the Lady Pirates was out of rotation. He's not on the right spot. Earns the Cowgirls a point. Down to a 3-point lead for Center Point. Jim got quiet for a bit. And Maddie Rodriguez checks in for Kayla Ruiz. And Jolie Frosch will be serving for DeHennis. Waiting instruction from the referee. And the ball's up. It's over. Number 1 sets it up. Hit over. Carter. Frosch. Back to Victoria Carter with a nice hard slam. Earns the Cowgirls a point. 6-4. Center Point leads. Cowgirls slowly chopping back. Ball's up, over by Frosch. Off number 5 and into the stands, and there's a lucky fan there. 6-5, the Center Point leads. Jolie Frosch serving for DeHennis. Ball's up and over. Victoria Carter, Frosch with the setup. Maddie Rodriguez hits it over. Number 1. Number 10 sends a free ball. Peyton Burrow digs that up. Frosch with the setup. Katie Self hits it into the net. Substitution for the Lady Pirates. Number 6 comes out. Number 13 checks in. On the floor for the Cowgirls, Katie Self in the front. Victoria Carter. Jolie Frosch in the back. Maddie Rodriguez, Peyton Burrow, and Addie Harkins. Peyton Burrow with the dig. Set up by Frosch. Victoria Carter sends a little message. Cowgirls earn another point, and it is 7-6 center point. And Victoria Carter will be serving for DeHennis. Ball's up, over, jump serve, and great effort by couldn't see her number 5, number 1, I believe, by center point to try to dive for that and get to it. We're all tied up at 7. Victoria Carter with a nice jump serve. And off the fingertips of number 5, and the Cowgirls take the lead for the first time in this second set. Cowgirls lead 8-7. Cowgirls won the first set 25-8, and Victoria Carter is currently serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over, jump serve, off number 1, DeHennis. Another point, take a 2-point lead, 9-7. Carter serving. Ball's up, over. Nice hard serve off number 1. Number 22 sends it over. Addie Harkins did a great dig. Frosch with the setup. Self hits it over. 13 with the setup. 22 hits it over. Frosch. Self punches it over. Great dig by Jolie Frosch. Self with the setup, and Addie Harkins hits it little left. 9-8, and Natalie McFadden checks in for Victoria Carter. And the Lady Pirates will be serving. The Cowgirls have a 9-8 lead. Number 12 serving for center point. Ball's up and over. Dug up by Natalie. Frosch with the setup. Tony Bro with a nice hard hit off the libero, and the Cowgirls lead 10-8. And Katie Self will be serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up and over. The barrel hits it. 13 sets it up. Number 1 taps it over. Frosch. Katie. Tony with a nice hard hit. And it's in. Oh, now he says it's out. Cowgirls lead 10-9. Addie Harkins checks in for Katie Self. And number 22 serving for center point. Ball's up and over. Natalie McFadden digs that up. Frosch with the setup. Maddie Rodriguez a nice hard hit off the fingertips of the defenders. And pushed over by center point. Number 5 with a nice hard hit. Standing at the net, and it's out. Cowgirls lead 11-9. Maddie Rodriguez serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over. Number 22. The libero sends a free ball over. Addie digs that up. Frosch. Tony Burrow, little too strong, hit into the center point bench. And it's 11-10, DeHennis. Center point serving for, number 1 serving for center point. Ball's up and over. Kater with the dig. Frosch with the setup. Mayberham with a nice hard hit in between 2 Pirates. Point for DeHennis. Number 9 getting some varsity action in today. Maddie Barrios checks in for Natalie McFadden. And Tony Burrow serving for DeHennis. Ball's up and over. Dug up by the libero, not quite dug up. Great effort. Point for the Cowgirls. 13-10 DeHennis. There's Coach Rodriguez. And Tony Burrow with the serve. And a point for the DeHennis Cowgirls. Ball's up, over. Number 6 hits it over. Great dig by Harkins. Frosch with the setup. Mabry Herman hits it over. Number 1 at the net. Could not get it quite over. Cowgirls lead 15-10. Second set, the Hennes leads 15-10. They won the first set 25-8. Peyton Burrow serving. The ball's over and didn't make it over the net. The Burrow substitution. Tony Burrow checks out. Peyton Burrow checks in. In the front for the Hennes, we have Mari Barrios, Jolie Frosch, Mabry Herman. The back, we have Addie Harkins, Kayla Ruiz, and Peyton Burrow. Number 4 serving for center point. Ball's up and over. Great effort by Kayla. Couldn't quite get to it. Cowgirls lead cut down to 3. 15-12. Ball's served. Peyton. Frost with the setup. Maybe her with the, oh, I thought she was going to wind up and hit that pretty hard. But she gives him a little soft touch, little finger roll type. Sends it over and gets the Cowgirls another point. Mabry Herman serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over, and into the net. Number 5 serving for center point. Ball's up and over. Frost with a little send over in between 1, 2, 3, 4 center point Lady Pirates. And no communication there. Earns the Cowgirls another point. Maddie Rodriguez checks in for Kayla Reese. Reese Redden checks in for Mabry Herman. And Jolie Frost serving for the Cowgirls. And the Hennes leads 17-13. Ball's up. Nice hard hit. Peyton Burrow. Frost with the setup. Katie Self with a nice hard hit. Number 5 gets that. Number 6 sets it up. Pushed over by the libero. Katie with another hard hit. Great dig by the libero. Peyton Burrow, great. Maddie. Maddie to Maddie. Maddie Barrios sets it up. Maddie pushes it over. And Maddie Rodriguez stands in front of the net to intimidate the center point Lady Pirate. And earns the Cowgirls another point. The Hennes leads 18-13. Jolie Frost serving for the Cowgirls. And the ball's served over for a nice hard line drive. That was a serve. Center point hits it into the stands, and the Cowgirls lead by 6, 19-13. Jolie Frost with the serve. Reese, Frost, Maddie Barrios sends it over. Off Reese Redden's fingertips. And out of bounds, earns the center point a point and cuts the Cowgirl lead down to 5. Once again, Cowgirls won the first set 25-8, currently lead 19-14. Center point with the serve. Off Peyton Burrow. Misjudged her hands. And 19-15 lead. Center point serving. Great dig by Peyton off Maddie's fingertips and earns center point another point. Lead cut down to 3. Addie Harkins checks in for Peyton Burrow. Ball's up. Dig by Harkins. Frost sets it up. Maddie with a nice hard hit and finds a spot in the left corner. 20-16 the Hennes. Peyton Burrow checking in for Addie Harkins. And Maddie Barrios set to serve for the Cowgirls. First set, first time serving varsity action. Ball's up, over the net. 13 sets it up. Number 1 with a nice hard hit. Reese, Maddie. And Maddie sends it over the net. Set up. Number 22 taps it over off the net. Number 1 recovers it, but it's hit 4 times. And the Cowgirls now lead 21-16. Maddie Barrios continue to serve for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over, short. Center point sends it over. Katie Self, Frosch, Tony Burrow. And a point for the Cowgirls. Cowgirls lead 22-16. Maddie Barrios serving. Ball's up and over. Reese with the dig. Frosch with the setup. Katie Self with a nice hard hit. Blocked by center point Maddie Barrios. Frosch. Tony Burrow. Off center points, fingertips, and in. And they're going to say center point was on the net as well. 23-16 lead for the Hennis. And Maddie Barrios continues to serve for the Cowgirls. Ball's up and over. Set up. 22 taps it over. Maddie Rodriguez blocks it at the net. And the Hennis has a commanding 24-16 lead. Cowgirls 1 point away from winning the second set as well as they won the first set 25-8. Maddie Barrios serving. Ball's up and over. Set up. 22 with a nice hard hit. And finds an open spot in the corner. Cuts the Cowgirl lead down to 7. And the Hennis leads 24-17. Natalie McFadden checks in for Maddie Barrios. Number 12, Libero, serving for center point. Ball's up and over. Natalie McFadden digs that up. Frosch itself with a nice hard hit over. Recovered by center point. Pushed over. Self. Frosch with the setup. Maddie Rodriguez. Great. And miscommunication between the center point players. Cowgirls win the first set 25-8. Cowgirls win the second set as well 25-17. And we'll be right back after these messages.
Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment is your South Texas headquarters for all your hunting, farming, ranching, and lawn care needs. In addition to our line of Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides and Kawasaki ATVs, we carry Massey Ferguson tractors, Bush Hog implements, Hustler turf mowers, Armstrong Ag Equipment, Big Tex, and CM trailers. Our dealership is located in Hondo, Texas, near San Antonio. Call Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment at 830-426-3701. Proud supporters of the Hennis Athletics.
And as always, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment, Hondo National Bank, Ventura Excursions. The Hondo National Bank. During these crazy times we're going through, it is comforting to know at the Hondo National Bank, you have options to help make your life easier. Options like mobile deposit, online banking, and online bill pay. And all these things can be done by using the Hondo National Bank app on your mobile device. At the Hondo National Bank, we strive to bring you the latest technology to make your life easier. The Hondo National Bank, your friend, your neighbor, your banker, member FDIC. Ventura Excursions is here to provide the most memorable, once-in-a-lifetime experiences over and over again. Ventura Excursions has a collection of unique and beautiful properties offering 5-star accommodations and top-shelf hospitality. Whether you're looking for a genuine hunting experience, an epic offshore fishing trip, bay fishing at its finest, or a place to host an event of any size, Ventura would be glad to accommodate you. Give them a call and they will handle the rest. 210-865-1423. And once again, thank you to our sponsors, because without them, none of this would be possible. Cowgirls won the first 2 sets, 25-8, 25-17. And we're coming back here live for action. Cowgirls will be back in action tomorrow morning, approximately 11:30, versus the Jordanton Squaws. They come in today's game with a 2-1 record as they defeated Medina, Tilden, McMullen County, and they fell in 3 sets to a very good Pleasanton team. But today it's the Center Point Lady Pirates, and the Hennis currently won the first 2 sets, 25-8, 25-17. Cowgirls are 1 set away from sweeping today's game. And on the court for the Cowgirls, in the front you have Maddie Rodriguez, Jolie Frosch, Reese Redden. In the back we have Peyton Burrow, Kayla Ruiz, Brighton Beard, and Addie Harkins standing on the side, possibly checking in for someone once the referee gets settled in. Waiting for the referee to get settled. He's checking the rotation of the players. Make sure everyone's in position. And while we're waiting, we're just going to give you playing with multiple angles, adding additional cameras as we go along throughout the season. And Addie Harkins will check in for Brighton Beard. And the referee says he's ready. Let's go. Center point, sets it up, ball's over. Hits it into the net. Point for the Cowgirls. Once again, the Cowgirls will be in action tomorrow morning, 11:30, approximately 11:30, versus the Jerrington Squalls here at Roy Cow Gymnasium. And an ace for Reese Redden. 2-0 to Hennis. Ball's up, over. And number 6 with a nice hard hit into the net. And Cowgirls are off to a 3-0 lead. If you're just tuning in, the Cowgirls won the first set 25-8, second set 25-17. And Reese Redden serving for DeHennis. Ball's up, over. Dug up, set up. And number 6 misjudged it. And DeHennis leads 4-0. Reese serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over. Dug up, set up. Number 5 blocked by Maddie. Frosch. Kaler sets it up. Tony Burrow hits it over. In between two Pirates. Cowgirls off to a quick 5-0 lead. Reese on a roll for the Cowgirls. Serving. And center point's going to call timeout. And with them, we're going to take a timeout.
Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment is your South Texas headquarters for all your hunting, farming, ranching, and lawn care needs. In addition to our line of Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides and Kawasaki ATVs, we carry Massey Ferguson tractors, Bush Hog implements, Hustler turf mowers, Armstrong Ag Equipment, Big Tex, and CM trailers. Our dealership is located in Hondo, Texas, near San Antonio. Call Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment at 830-426-3701. Proud supporters of DeHennis Athletics.
And once again, thank you to all of our sponsors, Hondo National Bank, Venetary Excursions, and Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment. Cowgirls off to a 5-0 lead. Cowgirls won the first set 25-8, second set 25-17. And the Cowgirls will be back in action tomorrow morning approximately 11:30 here in the DeHennis Athletics as they host the Jerrington Squalls. And Reese Redden serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over. Hit by number 5 and out. 6-0 DeHennis. Reese still serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over. 22 digs that up, set up. And the libero is going to hit it over. Addie Harkins. Frosch with the setup. Maddie Rodriguez punches it over. Recovered by center point. Libero sends it over. Addie. Frosch. Reese with a nice hard hit. And it's out. Score is now 6-1 in favor of the Cowgirls. And number 4 will be serving for center point. Ball's up and over. Reese with the dig. Frost with the setup. Maddie at the net alongside number 6 from center point. They're going to say she was in the net. And the Cowgirls now lead, cut to 4. Ball's up and over. Addie with the dig. Frost with the setup. Tony Burrow hits it hard and out of bounds. Center point cuts the lead to 3. 6-3 lead for the Hennis. Center point serving. Number 4 serving. Ball's up and over. Reese. Frost with the setup. Tony with the hard hit. Recovered by center point. Ball's up. Number 6 hits it over. Kaler digs that up. Frost with the setup. Maddie with the wind up and hit over. Maddie was playing at the net. And a point for the Hennis. Jolie Frost will be serving for the Cowgirls. In the front for the Cowgirls, you have Maddie Barrios, Tony Burrow, Maddie Rodriguez in the back, Reese Redden, Addie Harkins, and serving Jolie Frost. Tony Burrow, Frost with the setup, Maddie with the hit over, and earns the Cowgirls a point. Frost serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up and over. And the point for the Hennis. Cowgirls have a 6-point lead 9-3. Won the first set 25-8, second set 25-17. Jolie Frost serving. Ball's up and over, line drive and top, and hits the top of the net. And center point down by 5. Number 5 serving for center point. Ball's up and over. Reese with the dig. Frost with the setup. And a hard hit by Maddie Rodriguez. And it's one line judge says it's out. The referee overrules and says it's in. And the Cowgirls, I believe, earned the point. Cowgirls trying to get settled with their rotation. Maddie Rodriguez will be serving for the Hennis. Cowgirls with a 10-4 lead. Cowgirls won the first set 25-8, 25-17. And once again, they'll be back in action tomorrow morning, 11:30 here in the Hennis Athletics versus the Jordanton Squaws. Ball's up, over, and hit into the net. Brighton Beer checks in. She dug that up, set up, and Tony Burrow hits it into the net. Center point serving. Ball's over. Dug up by Reese. Frost with the setup. Brighton hits it hard over the net. Great dig by center point to Burrow. Reese and Addie combination hit. All played off the net by Frost. Maddie Barrios sends it over. And the Cowgirls earn a point. The Hennis leads 11-6. Tony Burrow set to serve for the Cowgirls. The ball's up, over. The Burrow from center point hits it up. Sent over by number 13, and 9 doesn't make it quite yet to the net. So the Hennis leads by 6. Tony Burrow serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up and over, and an ace. (13-6) to Hennis. Ball's up and over, off the libero. 13 sets it up. 22 hits it over, blocked by Brighton, but No one was there to back her up, and it lands in for center point. And the score is now 13-7. In the front, we have Jolie Frosch, Reese Redden, Brighton Beard. Backcourt, we have Addie Harkins, Peyton Burrow, Maddie Barrios. Peyton sends it over. Frosch plays it off the net. Off Reese. Out of bounds. Great effort by the Cowgirls. And center point will be serving now for the libero for center point will be serving. Ball's up and over and out of bounds. Maddie Barrios serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up and over. 13 with the setup. Hit over. Frosch. Brighton try to set it up. And the point for center point. Kayla Ruiz checks in for Maddie Barrios. Center point with the serve. Off Peyton. Little miscommunication there between Peyton and Kayla. They'll get it worked out. And center point cuts the lead down to 4. 14-10 to Hennis. Number 22 serving for center point. Ball's up and over. Peyton. Frosch with the setup. Reese hits it into the net. Center point cuts the lead down to 3. And the ball's up and over. Peyton. Frosch with the setup. Reese with a nice hit over the net. 13 sets it up. Number 5 tips it over. Great dig by Kaler. Frosch try to tip it over off the fingertip. And the lead is cut down to 2. The Hennis has a 2-point lead. Leads 14-12. Won the first set 25-8. Won the second set 25-17. Served. Addie Harkins. Brighton Beard. It hits the corner. She painted that spot and earns the Hennis a point. And Brighton Beard serving for the Cowgirls. Maddie Rodriguez in the front. Jolie Frosch, Reese Redden, Peyton. Brighton hits that up. Reese hits it over. Oh, great block by Maddie Rodriguez. (16-12). The Hennis leads. Brighton Beard serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up and over. And the Cowgirls earn another point as 2 center point players hit the ball into the net. And Brighton Beard continues to serve for the Cowgirls. Ball's up and over. Dug up by the libero. Number 13 sets it up. Number 5 with a nice hard hit out of bounds. The libero from center point hits it pretty hard. And the Cowgirls have a 7-point lead. Brighton Beard serving for DeHennis. Ball's up, over, short. 13 and 22 from center point. Little miscommunication. And the Cowgirls are 5 points away from sweeping this game. Brighton Beard serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up and it barely makes it over off the top of the net. Kaler Frosch with a nice setup from Maddie Rodriguez. Finds a spot. One ref says it's in. The line judge says it's out. The referee overrules the lineman. And point for the Cowgirls. And the referee is giving him some instruction on how to properly make the call. And I guess they're going to go ahead and replay that. We'll take the point off the board. Cowgirls still have a 20-12 lead. Brighton Beard still serving for Dehennis. Ball's up and over. And blocked by Rodriguez at the net. So I'm going to say the ball doesn't lie. That was a true point for the Cowgirls. So this one, Dehennis leads 21-12. Brighton Beard with a nice hard serve. Let's try to paint the corner. They didn't quite get it. Cowgirls won the first set 25-8, second set 25-17, and currently lead 21-13. Ball's up. Kaler. Addie. Kaler's going to hit a free ball over. Addie Harkins. Frosch sends it over in between two center point Pirates. Find an open spot. And it's 22-13 to Hennis. And we're going to have Reese Redden set to serve for the Cowgirls. Ball is up, over. Set up. Nice hard hit out of bounds. And the Cowgirls have a 10-point lead. Reese serving for Dehennis. Ball's up and over. Short. Set up. Number 5 with a nice hard hit out of bounds. Cowgirls are 1 point away from sweeping this game to earn them another victory. Reese serving for the Cowgirls. Ball's up, over, dug up. Set up at number 1. 5, and Maddie Rodriguez was at the net, was tipped, and it lands in for center point. Cowgirls with a 10-point lead, 1 point away from earning their third victory of the season. Number 4 serving for center point. Ball is up, and Kaler with the dig. At the net, number 5. And Maddie Rodriguez couldn't quite hit it up in the air to one of her teammates. And number 4 continues to serve for center point. Ball's up. Maddie sets it up for Frosch. Back to Maddie. Battle at the net. Reese hits it over and out of bounds. Center point surviving. Cut the lead down to 8. Number 4 with the serve. Reese. Frosch with the setup. Maddie with a nice hard hit off the fingertips. Recovered by center point. Number 5 hits it over. Peyton. Frosch with the setup. Maddie Rodriguez with a nice hard hit. And off number 4. And that's going to earn the victory for the Dehennis Cowgirls as they win 25-8, 25-17, 25-16. And with that, we'd like to remind everyone tomorrow morning the Dehennis Cowgirls will be here live at approximately 11:30 once again for action versus the Jordanton Squaws. And at this time, we'd like to say thank you to all of our sponsors.
Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment is your South Texas headquarters for all your hunting, farming, ranching, and lawn care needs. In addition to our line of Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides and Kawasaki ATVs, we carry Massey Ferguson tractors, Bush Hog implements, Hustler turf mowers, Armstrong Ag Equipment, Big Tex, and CM trailers. Our dealership is located in Hondo, Texas, near San Antonio. Call Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment at 830-426-3701. Proud supporters of Dehennis Athletics.
And once again, thank you to all of our sponsors, because without our sponsors, none of this would be possible. Lone Star Kawasaki and Ag Equipment, Hondo National Bank, and Ventura Excursions. The Hondo National Bank. During these crazy times we're going through, it is comforting to know that at the Hondo National Bank, you have options to help make your life easier. Options like mobile deposit, online banking, and online bill pay. And all these things can be done using the Hondo National Bank app on your mobile device. At the Hondo National Bank, we strive to bring you the latest technology to make your life easier. The Hondo National Bank, your friend, your neighbor, your banker. Member FDIC. Ventura Excursions. is here to provide the most memorable, once-in-a-lifetime experiences over and over again. Ventura Excursions has a collection of unique and beautiful properties offering five-star accommodations and top-shelf hospitality. Whether you're looking for a genuine hunting experience, an epic offshore fishing trip, bay fishing at its finest, or a place to host an event of any size, Ventura would be glad to accommodate you. Give them a call, they will handle the rest. 210-865-1423. And once again, thank you to all of our sponsors. And if you're interested in one of our sponsorship packages, feel free to contact BJ Rodriguez, 830-741-0752. And we'll be back live tomorrow morning, approximately 11:30, as the Cowgirls host the Jordanton Squalls. So till then, we'll see you.